That mind game is like, some women, I could see why they be like, I can't deal with this mind game. I cannot deal with it. Or some men will traumatize a woman so much that they be like, I just don't ever want to do it again. And I'm fine with that. If you ever see your aunt, you'll be like, why my aunt don't have a nigga? Or like, even my grandma. But I always would be like, I want my grandma to have a boyfriend.
Yeah.
And it's like, now I know why my grandma never had a man.
Raising boys is different. Like, what will you teach your boys about being a good man in that way?
If a slightly say no, it's no. You ain't gonna bring no f***ing problems in my house. You ain't gonna bring no little that they did no funny shit. Second,
Okay, so what about love? Where are you with love? Like, what are your belief systems about love? Has it changed? Are you still like, I feel like you're a little mushy because you talk about your little morning calls and stuff like that. But I don't know, do you have any thoughts about it? Do you believe in it? Do you need it still so much in your life? Some women say like, I'll be good either way. Some are like, I need a partner.
I believe in it, but I do understand why you got that aunt that is like, you're like in your 50s and you're like and
Smart and dope.
and you're pretty and you're 60 and you good. Like, why don't you have a man? Why I never seen you with a man? And it's like, now I know why. Now I know why. It would drive you crazy. The beginning stages, the mind game, the checks, because everybody got different checks. You know what I'm saying?
What do you mean?
Like, some women be like, okay, I need a man to do this. I need a man to that. I need a man to have a job. And I need a man that be at home at a certain time. And I need a man that calls me this amount of time.
Right.
Like, everybody have different
Checklist. Yeah.
Checklist.
Yeah.
So I really understand, like, that mind game is really a mind game thing. That mind game is like, some women, I could see why they be like, I can't deal with this mind game. I cannot deal with it. Or some men will traumatize a woman so much that they be like, I just don't ever want to do it again. And I'm fine with that. And if you ever see a woman that she don't got a man, don't be judging her like, it's like, oh, why you don't have a man? Is it because you can keep a man? Is it because this and that? No, some women just don't really want to deal with these niggas.
They want to protect their peace.
Understand. She just want to.
Women have it way easier than guys in the dating market. Don't get me wrong. I know it's a lot of work to find a good guy there, but the influx of options, it makes it way easier for you to actually navigate something good if you can see something good. But for guys out there, we have to really work on ourselves, build ourselves up. And some guys, it don't matter how much you build yourself up, a girl still ain't gonna give you a shot. Literally, you have to be the best you have to be in life just to try and appease a woman who doesn't have to achieve what you achieve to get picked up by somebody that's a suitable candidate. Really let that sit in, guys. You need to be the best you need to be for the woman that you choose, but she doesn't have to be the same to get a guy like you or possibly better. But, okay, let's continue.
Protect her peace. Like, I love and I believe in love and I believe in marriage and I believe in family and I believe in union. Okay. But I also do understand why other women, like, it's just like, I'm not doing this again. I understand it, and that's why I will not even judge them. Like, don't judge me neither though. But I won't judge you neither, because I understand why wouldn't you want to do it. I feel like some women just be like, you know what, I'd rather be alone. I don't give a f about it. I could die.
Because the knockdown for a lot of women is really hard.
Yes.
When you get knocked down, some people don't want to get back up again.
Yeah.
That's the easy way out. That's giving up. Even a guy who say, man, I don't want to get back out there and deal with any women or whatnot. That's because deep down in your biology, you would definitely want to have a woman next to you. You definitely probably might enjoy the interaction physically with a woman, but when it comes down to dealing with her emotionally, you don't want to deal with that. But that's just the easy way out. Everybody got to be able to put in work, and I think it takes away the accountability of making better decisions. Because if we make better decisions, we can get in better situations. But some people don't want to be accountable for the things that they do. So guess what they say? I don't want to deal with that anymore. I'm not going to play that game anymore. We got to be more accountable as people. We got to understand our flaws, identify them, and try and fix them.
They don't want to get back up again. And it's like, if you ever see your aunt, you'll be like, why my aunt don't have a nigga. Or like even my grandma.
What?
Your grandmother too?
Well, my grandma passed. But I always would be like, I want my grandma to have a boyfriend.
Yeah.
I used to brush her hair and I used to be like, so you could have a boyfriend. And it's like, now I know why my grandma never had a man.
What?
Now you understand.
No, but they don't want to deal with that. Nobody want to deal with that.
What will you teach your sons about that? About how to treat a woman, or what will you teach your sons about relationships? Because it's one thing your daughter, you tell your daughter, watch out for this or watch out for this, but raising boys is different. Like, what will you teach your boys about being a good man in that way?
Why is it such a long pause, bro? Hold up. Before she get into it, why is it such a long pause? Come on, man.
Do you know what you're having yet, by the way? You don't know. You haven't said, you do know. Okay, you have to tell
I
me.
did know, but
You're saving that for another date?
well, I know the hard things that I want to tell him.
Okay, what is it?
One thing is, like, let me tell you something, boy. If a slightly say no, it's no. You ain't gonna bring no problems in my house. You ain't gonna bring no little that you did no funny shit. Second, you don't own a body. So if you get a knocked up and she say no is no, and it's like, don't think that I'm gonna be helping you. Cause I ain't. You better get a job. And you ain't bringing no. You ain't bringing no to live in my house.
Are you having these conversations? You're not having these conversations anytime soon, right?
You got to prepare yourself.
You're preparing
yourself.
Okay, just for clarity. Yes, got it.
I'm a Libra.
I got it. You're thinking of the future, the conversations.
I'm thinking of the future.
I understand. I just wanted to clarify that case anybody was
so
confused.
those are the things that is like, all right, first and foremost.
Yes. But also like, having sex.
I didn't really hear a lot. Before Angie getting her spill, I didn't hear a lot of her saying what the guy needs to be, moral character. You just mentioned about getting a girl pregnant, can't live in your house. You ain't really say much on what the guy needs to do to be a good man or to, I don't know, man. I feel like she kept it very vague on the guy side, but instead shamed guys on the female side.
Me, when I'm thinking about the thing, it's like, say what you mean what you say. You don't. If you ain't ready, that's okay. You ain't ready.
Yes, if you ain't ready, you gotta let a girl know, like, baby, this ain't that. Because if you play with a girl's heart, to some guys, playing with a girl's heart is like, it's not a big deal.
Yeah.
But it's the karma that comes to you. So if you're having a bad day at your job, if you're having a bad day, like, it's like, damn, my luck has been bad. It's because you probably put a girl through some tears. So don't play mind games, because karma, some men, they don't think that. They don't think they get bad karma when you hurt somebody's heart.
Why you shaming your son through the hurt nature that you have against men? Like, literally, she's projecting it through her son. She's saying that her son might play games with the female. What about the games that women play with men? This makes no sense, bro. She is projecting the trauma she has against men onto her son. She gave no good moral reasons on how her son is supposed to act as an adult male, what he's supposed to focus on, the women that he should be courting. None of that, but you're projecting the things that he possibly might do to females. That's crazy.
Oh, that's good. People should hear that. You may have to say it again.
Yes. Like,
Charlemagne says that. He says because he cheated on his wife and he was a cheater for a long time, that he stopped. He knows the date, that the last time, and he changed his life. And he said his life has changed so much more positive. He's had so many more blessings since he became a good husband.
Yes.
Like the second that you become a good person to your wife, your life flourishes.
Yes, because it's like, you're hurting somebody. And I don't think people understand how bad is that pain when you hurt somebody that loves you. And it might not be your wife. It just might be a girl that you probably was playing mind games with, and you made them feel like you love them. And it's like, you ripped that love from them. And it's like, God will make you pay for that. So don't bring that bad karma into you, boy.
Okay. She only talking about karma amongst dating and relationships. You know how much fucked up shit people do to each other on a day-to-day? You know how many probably bad deals this woman has probably done in her career, whatnot, towards people who she just ain't F with. You ain't about to step on my toes type shit. What do you mean about the whole karma part? Because of relationships still built on two parts. Both people got to be into it. Both people got to be intentional. But I just see a lot of finger pointing, and I don't see a lot of finger pointing back to the person. It still boils down to how the person actually is supposed to experience and actually supposed to deal with the opposite sex.
And I'm gonna mind my business, but if you bring a girl to my house and that's your girlfriend, and you bring another, I'm gonna grill her and be like,
more bad traits.
I ain't gonna be messy because they in my place, but I'm gonna grill her like, you ain't my son's girlfriend.
You got a degenerate already.
I don't know what's gonna.
Are you ready?
I don't know what's gonna happen.
Oh my God!
I wasn't even raised with boys, so it's kind of weird.
You're trying to figure it out, and
I'm trying to figure it out.
like I mean, you're not really a single mom because you have a family and you have help and whatever. But like, it's your kid.
It's your kid. It's your kid.
Yes, no matter what.
Even if the dad was around, it's like it's still your
mom's kids.
It's mine though. Mine kid.
I think most mothers, whether they're married, divorced, whatever, most mothers feel like those are actually my kids.
Yes, they're my kids. It's like, okay, but
I'm glad you're here, but these are my kids. Yeah, for sure.
Usually celebrity kids are a little more effed up than other kids just because of the entitlement factor. And if you don't have good family around you, that's gonna make it harder to raise a child. Granted, like I didn't hear her say anything about having a father. Of course, we got Offset, and I guess you got Stephon Diggs or whatnot. But at the same time, I didn't hear anything about moral character. Yes, both of those guys are successful. Can they instill something into a young man? Yeah, for sure. I mean, when it comes down to getting them to the next step. But at the same time, the industries that these guys are in, it could be problematic on the things that they do in their day-to-day lives, because those guys can get wrecked a lot harder because you're around degenerates, people who do drugs, so on and so forth. They don't know about balance. They don't know how to handle, situational awareness or whatnot. They feel in peer pressure probably to do certain things. So that's going to be the next part of the type of lifestyle that you're bringing certain children into. And I'm not trying to judge Cardi. Yo, man, it is what it is. I don't agree with, of course, the music and the character and the style and everything. That's just not my cup of tea. But if you can already see the architect, that's probably the archetype that's going to be born out of a situation like that. You can just see it. I mean, you come from degenerate type music. That's what you create. What do you think your seed is going to be? Probably the same, if not worse. You feel me? Because they're only going to try and be better than the parent. So it's you literally create another spawn in the same setting that you thrived in.
What about your girls?
I'm really scared of the girls.
Why?
Because we're so sensitive. Everything hurts our feelings.
Yes.
Especially my oldest daughter. She's very
How old is she now?
She's 7. And she has such a good heart. So it's like, I'm scared to go through that.
What will you teach her about, I don't know, making the right choices in partners and friendships? That was always the thing for me. It's like, make sure you the wrong friends could ruin your life.
Yep.
True.
The wrong partner.
You got to scare them.
Yeah. There it is. You're going to do really good at that. I don't know why. I think you're going to do a good job at that.
You got to scare them. I mean, my mom used to scare the shit out of me.
What did she tell you?
She used to she used to tell me it's like, if you or Hennessy get pregnant, you will have to get out of my house. It's not like, oh, I'll help you this and that. You have to get out of my house. There cannot be 2 women in this house. And that used to be like that. That used to be like in my head, like when I was 14, 15, it's like, oh my gosh, imagine having to live so young with a guy with no job, and I got no job, and I got. She would scare me.
It kept you straight.
It kept me straight. And she used to be like, if you go out and you don't come home, there's a night that you don't come home, you will have to get the fuck out of my house. So I would never even come home. And this is certain. She would scare the shit out of me. She didn't even have to beat me. I just, the certain things that is like, I don't want that life.
Yeah.
I think that's good. I think fear is necessary. I know some people sometimes be weird out there. Fear is necessary, especially in a child. They need to have a certain amount of fear so that if you fear what I'm offering the world, you don't have to get punished when it's time for you to go out there. So you can fear certain things, and you don't have to, you don't have to be too rebellious to everything. You feel me?
I don't want that life.
Problems.
I don't want those problems. I don't want to be a teenage mom. I don't want to do no. I don't.
So you're gonna do the same thing?
Yeah, I'm gonna scare her. It's like, scare the shit out of them. Don't try to rely on me.
Are you the soft or you're a disciplinarian, do you think?
I'm both.
You're both.
I'm both, because certain things my kids are not scared of me.
It's a joke.
Whatever. They think it's so funny. It's not funny, but okay. But certain things, I feel like my mom is more strict than me in certain things. Like my mom put a timer on my kid's iPad. So at 8 o'clock, my daughter be crying to me like, please, mommy, please. She'll cry to me. And I'll be like, okay, you can use my phone. But certain things that my mom will do that I'll be like, stop. Like, every day, my kids have to go to tutoring. They got to take their piano classes. They got to take the classes. And my mom be like, you're crazy. They're going to get tired. Stop. It's for the best of them. Go to your class before you piss me off. It's only 1 hour.
That's good.
Oh, but they're sleepy. They've been up since 6.
Stop.
That's
good.
So certain things
You got the best of both worlds.
Yeah.
They get the best of both worlds with that. All right, I got in real life question.
All right. Well, we're gonna end it at that point. Yeah, her basically trying to explain how her kids have to navigate through life. The projection. I hear a lot of projection. I'm gonna just be honest, especially when it comes down to how would you raise your son, or the advice that you would give your son is literally you projected almost the guys that you do not like, almost insinuating that he's gonna be that. I didn't hear anything about getting good moral character and values instilled in him. The father, I ain't hear nothing about Offset. Just being honest. Even in the ending part, when it comes down to the any type of disciplinarian action, don't get me wrong. Like, I get she's probably with the kids way more than he is, but at the same time, I heard nothing of it. And stuff like that matters, man. That's even myself. I'm married, 2 kids. I'm busy. I'm very busy. But at the same time, my wife can still give you how I am when it comes down to my daughters and disciplining them, because I still have to do things with my daughters. I'm not busy enough to where I'm not in the household, but she can at least explain, the structures of what I do. Granted, I'm with my wife. Her and Offset not together anymore, but they were together for a while, so I'm pretty sure you could probably say something. I mean, certain things still got to be amicable, regardless of the splits. You still got to interact with that person for the rest of y'all lives because of y'all kids that connect y'all forever. So I was hoping to hear a little bit more of that. But hey, man, congratulations to her for just, being pregnant, having a child or whatnot. But at the same time, we got to still give certain messages out here. Everybody not going to agree with everybody. It is what it is. But I think definitely when it comes down to the children, we can't project the traumas from ourselves onto them to expect for them to be better than what we're trying to receive. Because the way how she's gonna punish that boy, she's gonna turn him into something that probably ends up disliking her. I don't want to say hate, but really disliking his mom because of the projections that she's gonna put on him. It's gonna create a whole nother storm if that young man doesn't have a good father figure role in his life to possibly counteract that balance. But I'm gonna have this link in the description. Y'all can watch the interview in its entirety. Make sure y'all like the video, comment below. This is JayBReacts, and until next time, y'all, peace.